The key message for today, or what I tried to actually portray to the audience, was there is no one solution that is going to get us there. Everybody was pushing for the electrification, and the take rate for electrification over the last couple of years has shown quite a bit of a slowdown. And there are other options, and there's no one solution. We talked about the hybridization, we talked about plug-in hybrid, we talked about extended range, we talked about hydrogen ICE, hydrogen for combustion engines, as well as the fuel cell. And there's a use case in our region for every one of those solutions. And the goal is to meet the regulations, but also the other goal is to have consumer acceptance, and the consumer wants to buy it. So it's a mix of the two, and there's no one silver bullet. We are working on all these different solutions at the end of the day to meet the regulations and consumer acceptance. So the biggest challenge is which bet do you go after? And there's a lot of different solutions, and the question becomes, where do you put your resources and how do you manage those resources? So hybrid seems to be an acceptable solution for the consumer because it kind of eases the consumer into the electrification realm, but also gives them the comfort level on the range, as well as the capability to tow and to go for long distance without having that range anxiety, because they can also always go back onto the ICE performance. The challenge, or the biggest challenge, is, again, what can we do to support our customers, our stakeholders, our OEMs, partners, as well as provide solutions that's acceptable to the end consumer. So managing the resources, managing the investment, that timely investment, not overcommit, not undercommit, to make sure that we are setting the pace and being on the right pace with our customer. And this is the key, is you don't want to be too fast, you don't want to be too slow. What is the pace of the economy? What is the pace of what the customer is asking to do? And we need to be the partner for that technology, regardless of which way we go, because as Bosch, we have all these different technologies and development for all these solutions. So it puts us in a very good position, and at the end of the day, we just need to make sure that we are pacing ourselves with our customers. So we talked about that again. The key thing, and that sounds like a broken record, is there is no one solution. But what seems to be taking shape right now, and again, such a dynamic market and things can change quickly, but what seems to be taking shape is the different hybrid topologies. So this one I think is a parallel path. It's not a bridge technology, because I hear a lot of the time it's being described as a bridge technology. I think it's a parallel lane, and that parallel lane will run next to traditional ICE and next to the new BEV, and have that middle lane of the hybrid, because it gives that confidence to the consumer and at the same time introduces them to the BEV, battery electric technology. So that to me is really the place to be right now. And we're seeing a lot of the OEMs also making shifts in their investments to introduce a lot of these vehicles to support the consumer requirements. One of the biggest driving force for me is obviously to share the message, to show where we are in the industry today and what is ahead of us, and give hope that it's not out of reach to meet all these requirements. There are ways to do it. So I hope that this message came across today with this picture from Bosch as a company that we're a technology neutral company, so we support a lot of these technologies, and at the end of the day, we need to support the end consumer. But on the other hand, also is a great opportunity for networking and seeing the other presentations and listening to others from sustainability and AI and other topics in the sessions today. So it's good learning for me as well, but it's also great networking opportunity. My favorite would definitely be the intimate setting where you have we're sitting around the table and actually having these discussions and questions and answers and sharing experiences. So this really becomes more a personal touch that you can actually have these conversations in almost like a one-on-one, but with a smaller group. It really adds value to the event.